Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight we will be continuing Animorphs number 9, The Secret by K.A. Applegate. Now again, this video is not meant for kids. This video is meant for adults who are discovering or rediscovering Animorphs. And you might be wondering, this isn't the day you usually film your Jash Reads episodes. And the thing is, I meant to film it yesterday, but due to the fact that my body only allows me to eat a certain amount of pineapple before it tries to implode upon itself. So I had and I have no self-restraint. So last night I was really bad acid reflux, couldn't eat dinner just because I have no self-restraint with pineapple. The only reason I stopped eating the pineapple originally is because it sort of burned my tongue. That. So I decided, hey, I finished all my planned blog work, so why not get the video out tonight? So, yay! So that's why you're seeing my lovely face on a unusual filming day. So let's get started. Okay, now let's get started. Okay. Fisher 3. The leader of the Yeerk invasion of Earth. The only Yeerk in all the universe to have taken control of an Andalite body. The only Yeerk in all the universe with the power to morph. It shouldn't have surprised me that he would use his human morph. It made sense. And yet, I felt a deep... Okay, messed up. Let's begin like that never happened. And yet, I felt a cold rage deep inside me at the sight. It wasn't logical, but I felt it just the same. He was a fake human. He was using human DNA and human form as part of his plan to enslave all of humanity. Fisher 3, I said to Tobias. Yeah, he agreed. He looks so normal. Except for the fact that it gives you the creeps. I have a bad feeling about this, I said. I don't think they're going to wait long. I think they're going to take Farrand right away. Farrand was walking toward Fisher 3, still waving his hands wildly toward the heavy machinery that was chewing through the trees. Fisher 3 was smiling. It was not a nice smile. Where are Jake and the others? Tobias wondered. Oh man, I said. This is going to happen real. All of a sudden, Fisher 3 lashed out and slapped Farrand across the face. The commissioner staggered back. He held a hand to his cheek. The two men from the jeep rushed to grab Farrand's arms. Farrand was an older man. He was helpless. Cassie, look! That's either Jake or there is some other tiger loose in these woods. I looked toward the clearing. Now I could see it. A huge, orange-striped tiger was racing toward Farrand. But he was too far away. It had all happened too suddenly. Jake wasn't in position. I didn't even know where the others were. Probably still morphing. It's up to us, I said. I adjusted my wings, aimed for Visser 3, and dove down, 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 faster and faster till my wings were vibrating and my bones were rattling from the speed. The target, Visser 3's human head, grew larger, larger, larger. I raked my talons forward. I flared my wings just enough to keep from overshooting, and I struck. I could feel my talons bite into his scalp. And then I was out of there, carried away by my own momentum. Arg! The Fisher yelled. At the same instant, Tobias hit one of the guys from the Jeep. Tobias has more experience than I do. His aim is better. The guy he hit would be wearing an eye patch for the rest of his life. Yee-haw! Tobias cried. Farrand broke free of his remaining captor and ran. Get him! Visser 3 yelled, Full alert! The uninjured guard went after Farrand. He caught him easily and knocked him face down in the dirt. I saw Jake closing in fast, a black and orange streak. Looking past him, I saw that there was a second battle out by the edge of the forest. 2 wolves, Rachel and Marco, were on the controllers operating the machines. The perimeter guards had come running, automatic weapons ready. Suddenly, fast as a gazelle, Axe ran to help Rachel. The nearest guard turned to take a shot. Axe's tail flashed, and the controller no longer had a way to pull a trigger. Just beneath me, the other controller from the Jeep kicked Farrand, who was struggling to get up. That was too much for me. I wheeled in the air and went back for a second run. Cassie! Tobias cried a warning. The front door of the building flew open and they began spilling out, a half-dozen human controllers, each armed. And worse, far worse, 4 big Hork-Bajir. But it was too late to back off. I was already diving. Blam, blam, blam. I heard the first 2 bullets go whizzing past me. I felt the third bullet hit my wing. It went straight through my right wing, and I tumbled from the air, suddenly as ungainly as a chicken. I fell. Helpless. I fell. Whoomph! I slammed hard into the ground, dizzy and confused. I thought I saw Jake leap toward a Hork-Bajir warrior, but I couldn't be sure. I was fading. Fading. My world grew small and dark. I could no longer see anything far away. I could focus only on the ground right before me. An ant was marching by, carrying a dead bug. Maybe I was just imagining things as I sank into unconsciousness. Maybe my brain was making up things that weren't there. But I could almost have sworn that the ant was carrying the dead, dried-out husk of the termite queen. And then everything went black. And that was nice knowing Cassie, but she doesn't die this early in the series. Or does she die at all? Am I just pulling her leg or giving a spoiler? You'll never know until you finish the series. Oh God, I'm just a horrible person. And yeah, I have been thinking up that joke, since I've been practicing. So yeah, the reason I had Cassie's inner monologue be sad like that was she doesn't like to be angry. Like, you remember in number 4, the message, when she's like, I'm not going to die with anger in my heart. So her feeling this intense rage that she doesn't usually feel, I just imagine she feels sad about that, afraid of that. So that's why I was reading it that way. And yeah, that was a nice action-filled chapter. They're like, oh shit, the rest of the team isn't there in time. So, yeah, now she's knocked out. And yes, this means lovely, lovely things, of course, will happen. She'll wake up next chapter, and this will all be a dream. She'll just be back, like, normal world where there's no invasion to fight off, and she can just be a normal, teenager. Oh, yeah. So, the question of this video is, let's see, this is a hard one. This is toughy. This chapter doesn't just have a question to ask. So let's see. What? Okay, how about this? If you were in Cassie's position, would you have taken that second dive or would you have not? Why and why not? Please comment down below, and also comment about anything else you thought about this chapter. But remember, no major spoilers. I want people reading the series to, encounter these twists and turns. Like, does Cassie really die? Was I just messing with you? Does any of the Animorphs actually die? Or do they get out alive? Like, plus there's twists and turns about characters' backstories. We find out more about Elfangor later on, and there's some twists and turns there. Alrand's character arc is my favorite because there are twists and turns there. Oh yeah. Love it. So, if you like this video, please give it a like so that, it messes with the YouTube algorithm and it makes it more likely for this video to be seen by others. So, yay! Also, remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my Animorphs content. I'm going to be reading the entire series, so you don't want to miss a thing. This is an awesome series. And if you're watching this on my Bloggity blog and watching this on the desktop version of my Bloggity blog, please choose the follow by email option so you never miss a thing. I do reviews, mini reviews, fan fictions, and a bunch of other stuff that you don't want to miss out on besides these dramatic readings. So, yay! And hopefully my acid reflux doesn't get that bad again, so we don't have this odd shooting schedule. And until next video, goodbye.